You can call in and ask Scott a question if you would like to. He's going to be with us in just a second. Our email is on air at realnewsradio.com if you'd like to email us, and the website's realnewsradio.com. So once again, phone number 873-1400 and 336-499-0681. Are you with me today, sir?
Hey, good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How you doing today, Scott?
Doing great. Actually in the car with my wife and my in-laws to lunch.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I listened to your commercial, and I like a lot of the stats that you've got. I'd like for you just maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll just go from there.
Oh, gosh, that's pretty boring, Karen, but I guess I'm 43 years old. I'm a dentist. I moved originally from West Virginia back in 1990 down to the Piedmont, and I've been living either in Iredell or Rowan County since then. I ran for United States Congress against Bill Watt back in 1998, and we almost beat him, and that included Iredell, Rowan, Mecklenburg, Davidson, and Forsyth counties, and of course we beat him in 3 counties and lost in Forsyth and Mecklenburg. There's more I guess to say about me, but the main thing is I'm running again, and I'm running because I think people have to bring the proper attitude to government, and I think I've got the right attitude. I've got, my yard signs say "It's your money" down at the bottom, and I felt like that was the most important thing I could put on that sign. Is that's my attitude towards government. We should have a limited government. We should try to keep the taxes as low as we can possibly keep them. We should try to keep spending as low as we possibly can. And I'm a conservative. I mean, I'm a true conservative that is going to stand up and stand for the taxpayer and for the limited scope of government. Government's got too many regulations, too many taxes, and too many politicians running around again spending what I consider to be your money. And that's kind of where I stand. I mean, there's obviously more to talk about, but that's it in a nutshell.
Well, I agree with you on several things that you've said. Since I started doing this 2 months ago, one thing that's on the mind of the public that I know for sure is illegal immigration. They're concerned with illegal immigration, and like you said, the first word of that is illegal. We don't need to pass more laws. We need to enforce the ones that we've got, and I know that it's a problem federally, but it's also a problem locally that I think should be addressed, because it's not good for the future of our children for our county to be overrun by an illegal race that apparently our law enforcement turns a blind eye on. Would you care to comment on that?
Well, I would tell you that if you'd like me to county commissioner, I will not turn a blind eye to it. Now, there's been a lot said about what the county can and cannot do, what the county commissioners can't do, and what the sheriff's department can't do, and that's all well and good, but we can all try and we can all take the right attitude towards it. And frankly, I've been disappointed with the federal government, with the White House in particular, and with some of the candidates that are running for the White House, even on the Republican side, because I feel like what you said, the first word in illegal immigration is illegal. It sets the wrong tone. It gives the wrong impression to people if we say that it's okay to break the law. If the law needs changing, that's one thing. But when we have laws and we kind of blind eye people that are breaking them, you can't do that and expect us to not have chaos and anarchy.
Well, I agree, and I think you got the right position there, and I think people will get behind you on that. The other thing that I've found doing this, most everybody feels like their property tax is too much, and I, for one, am one. I know we got to have some property tax. I don't advocate not paying any property tax, but I also think that our elderly that's reached retirement age and are drawing a meager Social Security paycheck, and then they have to use 1 or 2 of those to pay their local property tax. It just makes it tough on our elderly that's fought us through a world war and has paid into the system for 40 years. And I'm not talking about people that's got 100 acres, but, a person with limited income. And it seems like our property tax just goes up and up. And I thought I'd give you this opportunity to just kind of say what you thought on that and what your position was.
Well, I hate to say this, but, we've already got a candidate that, on the Republican side that has advocated a tax increase. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, obviously, I think, the government's already too big. I think we're already spending more money than we need to be spending. One good thing about Iredell County is that our tax rate is low compared to the rest of the state, but that doesn't mean it's not still too high. Part of the reason, and I go back to kind of this illegal immigration thing is part of the reason we have a low tax rate now is because we haven't been overwhelmed yet with, people from other counties and other countries. Iredell, people who live in Iredell and who have always lived in Iredell, they pay their way in life. They get on Monday morning, they go to work. They don't have for all of the services from the government. They don't have, all they need is for the government to leave them alone and get out of their way and not regulate them out of business or them out of their house. And people from Iredell County can make their way just fine. What they need is for government to leave them alone. And so that's the way I feel about government. That's the way I feel about taxes. Is that I look out here in Iredell County and see all the hard-working people, and then I look, in other counties where there's some folks that frankly don't go to work in the morning, don't pay their way. And some of them want to move here, and maybe there's not a whole lot we can do about it. But we can sure say this to people. We can give them the message that if you come to Iredell County, you're going to obey the law. If you come to Iredell County, we're not going to encourage your behavior if you don't want to work. If you want to live off the government, you need to go somewhere else. We're not happy with you. We want the people here that, you can come here, but you can act like we do. And that is to say, you got to be moral, you got to be hardworking, and you got to want to pay your own bills. Don't ask the government to do it. Don't ask some lady who's barely making a tax payment so she can stay in her house to pay your bills.
Amen. I agree with you on that because I think there's too much in the tax system of distributing the wealth. The working are paying for the unworking, and of course, with illegal immigration, it's a whole host of problems from housing, crime, overpopulating the schools, and the first thing that always happens is they come up with they want to have a bond and build a school, and then when the bond comes due, the next thing you know, everybody's property taxes are going up, and I know for a fact, as running a business here in this city or in the county now for 20 years, I mean, the rules, the regulations, the taxes, it's just one thing after another, and it just gets harder and harder to make ends meet, and I think that it's the role of the government to reduce some of this, and we have for too long let our government just put more and more restraints on us, and I think that your message is the right message, and I wish you the best of luck with what you're doing, and we'd like to have you on again here maybe after a few weeks. We've got a couple guests lined up. We'd like to have you here in the studio and let you take phone calls from the public.
I'd love to do that. You let me know anytime. I'll sure be here for it.
Mr. Cagle, I appreciate you coming on today, and we'll be in touch with you again, and wish you the best of luck with your campaign.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. We're going to go to a break, and we'll come back with your phone calls, 704-873-1400 and 336-499-0681. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, we're back on the Real News. We've got a telephone call. Are you with me today, sir?
Yes. I just want to comment about the last caller. I think one thing, we have a very oppressive government, and individuals